I would put a spur on, use it properly. I would use your whip properly, and it's not magical or like forbidden. It's just part of riding. You don't have a leg where you're riding around with your spur pushed into a hole and holding it there. If anything, you could be more involved with your horses. So put spurs on. Go get yourself a pair of Swan spurs and ride with them. Sort of like, I don't ride with a saddle at home because I'm afraid that's fine. But I mean, that's like a silly argument for not to ride. Okay, let's go to the trot. We're going to start with a shrinking circle. Yeah, you bend in, and then on the smallest circle that he's comfortable doing, you're going to do a little bit of paunches in. And usually it's a paunches in. So, outside leg goes into the outside of the back position. Your hips come slightly to the inside. Your half fall right, knees up forward. And a little smaller figure. Good.
I would think a spur would be like this on the horse's side. It is. Like,
and then you have your split come towards me. So, yes, that's it. And down to the saddle, hand on forward, sit in the saddle, you're moving forward. Good. And move the tiny hand. Yep, good. Good. That's a start. And ask him to move it again. So what I would argue for right now, a couple steps and back off, a couple steps and back off, is that he dances his butt in. Yep. And then you can back off, good boy. And then you do that again. He moves his butt back in. So you go straight to the figure, haunches in, straight to the figure, haunches in. Yeah, he starts to relax his back more and more, because he does have a weak connection in his back. And again, and then you cross the 20-meter circle, you go for just a second, you get more energy in the horse, good boy, and then you get on the other side. Good, heel forward, release your left heel, good. Hands can be the same height, so you don't have to drop your inside hand lower than your outside hand. Good, and direct it. Do the same thing, you just drop when you're ready, turn your shoulder to the right, and you'll want to sit on the right side. Sitting drop. Drop your right hand down. You're riding around like this, just so you know. With your right hand high and your left hand low.
she always does a little higher with her right hand.
And put it in your left hand. And marches in on the circle. I started with making.
So are we going to go visit Big Summer? They're going to keep him there for a while.
At Lollipop?
Yeah.
I was really sad to hear that he was dead.
So was I.
I find it so ironic that a year ago he was going along with Stan. And getting going even better. He would have gotten money for him. Instead, he ended up with washing puppies of fucking neurons.
That was the shoulders again. Yeah, so walk it back.
I think it's funny that he didn't contact me with knowing my interest in it to offer him for sale.
Yeah.
As a last-ditch attempt to get money out of him. And then my last email to him, I said, you understand that you know that he stands in your corner. He costs you money.
Do you know how much he's cost?
Stan. And they have midnight started.
Good. Your right side is really don't. Now work with it. And then a little more right flexion. Good, you can do that. And you reward it, and you pick up the trot, and you try it there. So
It was like 10 months.
What he's doing is he's
10 months that Stan paid the bills on. And like paid for the x-ray. Yep. For the leg, which they didn't really need to do. And he had other vet work done on him.
While you have yet now snap behind you.
That's
That's
what
right.
I'm
Then again, you can do that.
In the long run, to sell a horse for $500 today versus $1,000 in 5 months actually costs you more.
Yeah. You're actually making less than 500 that you would have made if you'd sold them on the outside.
And I have to take that horse and give him all the money percentage if I sold them.
Yeah.
Let them go in and find them a house. No. Well, good. It sounds like you said they have somebody who's a horse person who's interested in them.
Yes. And this Joanna or whatever, they look at. Nice.
Not bad at all. The only thing I would really change there would be the height of the pole. Could be a little bit higher. So do that again. And just lift your chest up. So don't sit so much on his withers. Yeah, that's sit up taller. So it's like, hey buddy, look where you're going. Rather than looking at the dirt at 1 o'clock. Yeah, so you're tall, that's right, and motivated. Not bad at all. So a little bit wiggly waggly, but for this level, that's fine. You do that again. You fall off the track, you elongate your left leg. But and as when you get to the B, I'd like you to try to energize your shoulders in. So you do shoulders in, now you energize your shoulders in. Yeah. And post and trot. You're back on the track, let it stretch a second. Good tell me it's a good boy. Well done. So much better.
I like that he's dropping his head just now.
Well, she's stretching him.
I know.
That's what loosens his back.
The other day he wasn't doing that. He kept bouncing up and down on Wednesday when we went to the indoor.
So you keep your left shoulder, front of your right shoulder, and your right.
Joe is too flexible. That's her problem. Watch her. She can twist her body into the weirdest position.
That's where that leg belongs. You need someone yelling at you about that. Because that's really gonna screw up your back. Good. Not to mention his
Runs the phone
Okay, you can take the reins back up.
at Lollipop
Take it
and
back.
Cornelius.
Leg forward. Leg
horses.
forward.
She's been doing this
back.
for years and
See
she
that
does know horse
spiral in
flesh
her body?
and horses, and she knows horse behavior.
I think
And
you
she
did
had
a video,
a
is
good
that
thing with
right?
Pastor
So you
Gelding's
see in
finally.
the video,
Good.
your
And
right
he's the
shoulder
king of the
is
Geldings,
ahead.
so everybody listens to him, but he's being
Your
social,
right leg is behind.
and he's managing it. He's not. Yeah. And they had him on his own for a while. So.
Your outside shoulder forward. Yeah, correct. And change
But
direction.
she said the woman is so excited
So
about
you keep
it.
your outside
And
shoulder
Vic gave a
front.
dirty look to her
Your inside
husband.
leg forward,
And the woman was like,
straighten
"Oh,
your
my
knees.
ankle's
Yeah,
sticking
good.
out."
And then let me see your shoulders in.
So I think it's somebody with money, who's married with money, and she's going to be able to afford to take care of it. Good. And she's going to love him like crazy. I hope she's strong enough.
Right. Although, as long as you're consistent with him, he doesn't give you a problem.
And if she's with him, if she spends days with him, like is with him a lot, then he'll be a pussycat eventually. Remember what he was like with one girl? All the girls were around him, and he was like loving all the girls. And we took the whole thing right off of him after the girl tried him out, and he just is like, I think I'll just hang with the girls.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Bring him in out of the pasture.
Outside
I'm
leg
like,
position, and that says
Mary, when he
wrong
starts
hip.
doing that, just stand still and tell him, you don't have to yank on his face, you don't have to punch him, you don't have to. If he's going to be really head shy, gave me shit yesterday, I had to beat the snot out of him. Why? What he wants to do is run back to the barn. I don't want him to run back to the barn, just stand still until he behaves. And then let him go to the barn. Like,
And Sarah couldn't handle him either.
but with him, it's just repetition. Megan's horse at home, it doesn't matter. I mean, he's spoiled rotten and he gets away with everything because he doesn't have that in him. You just need to lay the boundaries down and stand firm. You don't have to do, if you pick on him, he comes right back at you. I mean,
What is they doing to the center
I
of
wonder if he
gravity?
wasn't gelded late.
You what?
I wonder if he wasn't
That's what I
gelded
heard. He
late.
was gelded late because do you see his breeding? Vic's breeding?
I have the printout at home, but I don't know who any of
He's
these
got,
horses are.
he's got some really nice breeding, and I think they were planning potentially
To stud him.
if he could erase to stud him, and for whatever reason they didn't. Either because he really was kind of had a mediocre performance,
Or because he was a handful.
and he was a handful as a stallion. Maybe he was just unmanageable as a stallion. And the other thing I think about him too is that I have a feeling part of his mediocre performance was because you can't make him do anything. And the more you try, the harder he's going to fight. But I'm willing to bet his races were about him having an argument than about racing. Whereas little Miss Scarlet was like, she's a pushover and you can handle her. But they were like, this is the job we want you to do, Scarlet.
right?
do it.
When you sit
Yeah.
up tall, you say keep
Vic,
your
he
butt
was
down.
probably an asshole the
Lift your
whole time. Could you
shoulders
imagine
up
him
and
at a
do
game?
that. And so
He probably spent half his energy on a gate every
lift the shoulders.
time.
I mean, they're already, his front legs are too short, right? So you don't want to make a disadvantage by making him go like a sewing machine because you're sitting on his shoulders. So that's just dressage. The book I read. Good boy. So overall,
I had this, my prize I won in the dress today contest.
what's that?
I won this hat.
How? What'd you do?
We won a photo contest.
Doing what? I could have gotten that. What's that?
It was cute. They
Oh, you
had
said a photo of you doing?
Show us your helmet or something.
Oh, yeah.
And we entered and we got picked for the 9 on the website thing. And we
Wow.
got all our friends to vote for us.
Oh, nice work.
I had to vote every single day for like a month, but Joe had to remind me to.
Yes, there was lots of email voting going on.
Yeah. Very
Right.
cool.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations. Nice helmet. All right. Well, in that case, then show it off.
Yes.
Your,
Look cute then.
your helmet has earned you no points.
Mm-hmm.
Move it.
Move it up. Next, we canter on straight lines. Letting the horse jump into the air with the shoulders. Encouraging it and letting it happen. But I do want to reiterate one thing I said, like with a jackhammer, use your brain. If you put your inside leg here, that tells the horse to bend that direction. You cannot justifiably ask his hips to bend that direction and then your shoulders in the front. That's like B and S, right? That is not fair, not comfortable, and unfortunately it's called the American shoulders in. All we're doing is we're kicking the butt to the wall, thinking we're doing shoulders in. Shoulders in is shoulders to the inside of the inside hind leg, right? They have to wrap around your inside leg. And so, don't make your
Theoretically,
horse
his left
confined to an
hind would
X
step
curve.
into the
It's not very
print
nice.
from his right front.
All right? Sit it up. And you're ready to go. We're going to do some left knee cantering, straight lines, balance, uphill, not running, and not dying. Right, well, yeah, you've got 45 minutes of my time. Good, don't make me spend all of it telling you to sit up. Good. That's it. Now use your whip. Okay, buddy, gotta get moving. That's it. Oh, she turns that helmet. What do you think? That could be shoulder 4. Let's do that again. Shoulder 4 position. So the inside hind leg is in the supporting leg position, which means the rear side leg is curved, sit tall, half of that side right. Yeah. Good. Now we gotta get some size in that cannon. Good. By not cutting the corners first off. Tall. Jeez. And here we go. Canter. Touch my leg. Sit up tall. Half up. And half up. Then touch my leg and half up. Yeah. Sort of mellow it out. Oh. Good. That was better. Range a little shorter. And a little
trying to get
more
her to do?
out of foot
Not
of
like clear.
canter out of stride.
She was.
I didn't catch that. What?
Another foot of length. So I don't want him galloping. I just want the stride reaching
That's what
first.
she's asking
The back.
her to tap into it and then tap into it because she keeps ratcheting.
She wants to ratchet him up.
So, well, yeah, she wants to get the weight
Across
off his
the
front legs.
diagonal. And you can come to the front after the X. Sit up tall. Use your legs. Right. And transition. Whoa. Another valid reason to stay off of your horse's shoulders so you don't take a header. He's not stretching. Good. I know that was hard, buddy. Good. Walk transition. Let him take his breath for 1 lap, and then he does his second. On the right leg. Good boy. So when he tries to rip and stretch like that, you gotta watch it. That's not a very fun or safe thing for either of you. He's like, my God, that was It feels like you go in slow motion. So it's like you have to tell this part of yourself, we're no longer canning. We're staying back, we're not going. And then your pelvis will go a little bit further past your face in the field. That will bring the back leg further under without letting the horse dive onto the shoulder and go faster, which is a very big, easy problem to get into in the canter when you lengthen the stride out a little bit. When he gets back over to the E, you can pick up the sitting trot, and you can stand on somewhere by the C area. And straight line shoulder forward, because that's how you can. Said legs up, you groove, of course.
Hit him.
Tall, stay tall, back, yeah, don't go on the forehand. It's like, here, let me smush the shoulders so you can pick up the trot. Here, let me throw you on the forehand so you can get off the forehand. Back is very straight. Now I would just like a little bit more length of stride, a little. Right leg forward, do that straight again. The tall, easy you can with your head. I know you like the helmet and all. Good. Better. Now half open, rocking back on the short side. And lengthening forward again on the long side. And uphill. Good. Shoulder forward position. And rocking back. Sit in the saddle. Half old circle. Good. Pull should be a little higher when you half old. Leg forward. Sit back. Right? Good. Lift your hands up and in.
I was watching it yesterday.
Oh, really? It's
And
hard.
transition to the trot. And drive with your whip properly so it doesn't stretch. No faster, no faster. Better. Little slower beat per minute. Stay off of his shoulder so he can come into the air. Yeah. Shoulders in.
I wonder whether that saddle is
Sit up tall. Not faster. Oh. Yes. Then you can actually go up the hill. Good. One more of those. Jab, sir. Like you're killing me. Not faster at the end. Large, big, and slow. Right leg is of course. Good. Faster. And four loose serpentine.
making that little horse work.
Little guy. He's such a good boy.
He is a good boy, isn't he?
He's doing a good job. Nice. One more loop and then
This is way better than last time's lesson.
I'd like it to fork. Better. Breathe out occasionally. Yeah. Okay, you can let him stretch it out or whatever you want to do. Light. Good. Now look at you conducting an orchestra now. I stretch. Right? You don't have to try. Yeah. Good. That's as good as you can do it. And then I can pick at you something. So but you can keep your hands a little closer together by his withers. Good. Yeah. That's it. It's not so dramatically different. Good. Yeah. I like stretching in the sitting trot. So I can usually use my feet to keep their hopping. Good job, buddy. All right, drop to the walk. Just drop your knees. Right. Nice. Really tremendously good progress. So I'm happy to see. I think with a little more fitness, you will get even less fidgety, right? So then what your big issue is he just needs to be more laterally pliable. I would start to work on his in on the circle, get that really good, and then you can take it to the long side after that. More and more bend behind the saddle. Shoulder forward is the cannon, right? That makes a much better cannon. And then inside leg come through and keep your chest back, keep your head back. Otherwise, I mean, very, very impressed with the progress. Good job, sir. He's more fit than he was the last time I saw him also.
Unfortunately, his fitness level increases much faster than mine.
Always the way. Good, right? Right now. Yeah, you just still have either. Do you have a risotto to try? So it would be, I would be curious to know if you got it in the same position in the other side.
The other one is the one that you wrote in.
Oh, it is, then you definitely.
I choose this one because it's like the most squishy, like, I don't know what, but comfortable, like, it's nice so when my back hurts.
Yeah.
I go to this one.
Uh-huh.
It doesn't fit him that great, so I use this little rising thing, which I don't know, maybe I don't need that, or maybe I need a bigger one, I don't know.
Well, you could argue that your back is going to hurt more when you do this. Because what you're doing is you're asking your low back to balance your head off of you. Right? So it's like trying to hold a bowling ball on top of a stick, and you tilt that stick forward.
I get these things where my neck goes out, and basically my defense is to like
Right.
everything so that it's like I have my own little neck brace on.
Right.
And I think that's why I do it, is that I'm like just keeping all like
Right.
if I go back like this, my head's like lolling around, and God knows where it would roll off.
Yeah. Probably right to the top of your spine. Yeah, so that's where I would, obviously you know that rationally, locking your muscles up is not a good defense system.
Right.
So, yeah, you can definitely see you get protective in your shoulders, and they get all torqued, but as a rider, I mean, you can't biomechanically speaking, your best bet is that vertical line, because then your support, everything is in alignment,
Right.
and then it's kind of hard for me to tell, but sometimes I wonder if you're just not there because your feet are back, or both can happen. Heads go forward, feet go back, or feet go back, heads go forward.
He's so skinny up here that when I'm riding here, I don't feel like I have anything to like keep on him with and make him go. So I go to here as soon as I
This is good.
make him go, and that goes like right to here.
Yeah,
as soon as
that's
he
the
does it.
problem. That's not, yeah. So you need to get yourself a bigger spur. And I mean, of all reasons to not ride without a spur, that would be right there what it would be. Because would it be like, come on, go, you know what I mean? So learn to turn your toe. I ride my pony, I turn my toe out, and I jab it when I need something from the spur. I have to, because I can't
Well,
get
that's my other thing is
to
that
inside
I
leg
started
position.
jumping and riding like this.
Uh-huh.
So I stopped wearing spurs to make myself ride like this, to whacking with my calf more than.
Yeah, I think, it's a matter of doing this and then stopping. Like, so it's not,
You know me though, I do the first part and then I fall asleep. So.
right, exactly, but that's, again, your fix is making this problem worse.
Right.
So if you could argue with yourself
Focusing
and
on
turn
him
your
instead
toe
of
back
everybody else.
forward after you're
Right.
done.
Everybody else's
Or-
heads are
I've
cut
just
off,
been
but not
working-
Sunny's.
Yeah, or touch with the
Right.
whip sooner
Right.
would be the other approach to resolving that problem.
That's why I've been avoiding using spurs at home to make myself do the other stuff right instead of just going.
I just think you're making it do it worse. That's what I'm saying. Is I think when you go, if you get to command, and if
Right.
the tell doesn't work, then you're cured for it. Because you're going there very, very quickly, and that's definitely tossing you into the wrong position. So I saw this toe turned out some of the time, but it really wasn't that bad. And the leg position is affecting the seat position, is affecting the head position, besides what I'm saying about creating the wrong bend out of him. So both of those are worthwhile.
Is this where I want to start?
What's that?
Is this where I want to start, or am I already wrong?
You're good. If you would just lift your pubic bone up right now, and your tailbone a little lower. Yeah, half that, but yes, that. Right there. Then you're good. That's vertical. Right, so what you're trying to do is ride with your pubic bone a little too low, right? And then you're a good flat back, you're just here with your back. So it's just the wrong place. Yeah. Then you could just take
Here,
your
get a
knee
good
off.
picture
a
then.
little. What's that?
Get a good picture.
Oh, yes.
So you can visualize? Okay.
Okay, is that it? Don't make me get a wrong picture now.
Pubic bone a little bit higher. Half that.
Joe's a little bit of an overachiever
Right
there.
Yep, a little less. Right there. That's neutral pelvis. And then the only thing you need to change from there is you soften your inner thigh so your calf can come closer. Right? So if your inner thigh is tight like an X like this, that'll take the calf
clothes
off.
off already.
Whereas if you can open your thigh a little, you see how that will round, make it easier, more like an O, to bring your calf on. So that would be, and again, that's partially just because it's a little. But you could sort of pull your knee off a little to bring your calf a little closer.
See, that's all the stuff I've been trying to put it on more, because I ride it on like this.
Yeah, because you're looking for it. But again, with a longer spur, you find it faster.
Okay.
So you wouldn't have to go so crazy
Wait,
and that's just size.
back here.
Then lean forward a quarter of an inch. There. And just relax your butt. Yeah, just sit. Yeah. You got it. And your head's on top.
Walk pony. I want to see if I can do this all.
Touch the whip. Yep. Touch the whip again. Touch the whip again. Again. Yep. That's it.
Oh.
If it feels,
So really, the bad part or the tilting part comes when you go to turn or change gears, right? So when you start
Looks much straighter, doesn't it?
That's when you go like this, right? And so does everybody, but you really have to train that out of yourself. So it feels like I'm going to change directions, right? I'm going to canter, right? You go back because you're going to go forward. And so you have to, that's what I did. I just pretended I was laying on their backs in all of my changes because I was doing the same exact thing. I was always going, head first. It's frontal lobe, right? It's like all
videotape. Isn't
over
she
your
great?
brain
Yeah.
first.
And I laughed it and
If you relax your butt, you're fine. Good. That's good. Okay. You can see in the video or whatever that the back of your neck is long and aligned over the top of your spine. Yeah.
Alright, so when I get a cramp right here.
Bingo! Yay! That's my number one complaint when I fix people. It's like, oh! And that's because you're shortening that region just a little bit, also spreading it out a little. Good. I have to go.
you mean so if it doesn't feel good, you're probably getting it better?
You're doing it right.
Yeah.
In certain places, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this region here, typically when you go from
That's where, when she tries to get me to back my leg up, I cramp right up
right
there.
up there, yep. So,
Okay.
and she's kind of the opposite in that, yes, that position. Keep your pubic bone high. Yeah, then you feel you have space from zipper to forehead. Here, the upper line. Yeah, so it's not like, I can't breathe, because it's smushing the front down. Broad seat, head tall. Yep, yep. Stay, stay, stay. He gets a kick. You don't move. Yeah. Being unwilling to move taught me how to use my legs.
He looks like he gets more shoulder with her in this position.
That's what I'm trying to say. Yep. So when she leans forward, she makes him stab up and down because she's displaced her weight to his shoulder. So now he's carrying her with his shoulder.
Wow, that's
Instead of
different.
She's carrying herself with her own shoulder. Yeah.
Because he was looking, when I was watching him last night, it's like his front legs were going like faster than his back legs. Yeah, okay.
Yep. And that's the knee action. That's what he's doing. Is he's doing knee action instead of shoulder action when there's too much weight on his front legs. Because his front legs are a little bit short, but his cannon bones are quite long for his length of front legs, so that creates knee action. Whereas, yeah, if she stays away from his shoulders, he can reach. And also, in theory, carry his own head. Yep. Stay back. Yeah, that's it. It goes through your pelvis. It doesn't go through your head and shoulders.